God's blessings to everyone. This is a DGHradio.com News and Information United States Virgin Islands News Update, and I'm reporter DKS reporting the news for September 14, 2025, covering the latest developments from across the U.S. Virgin Islands. Today, we will begin with governance and public affairs. There is a new minimum salary for government employees. A major budgetary shift is underway as the territory moves to raise the base salary for full-time government workers to $35,000 annually. After initial executive hesitation, funding was secured by reallocating savings from hundreds of unfilled positions. The change is expected to cost $4.6 million, far less than previous estimates. This policy aims to ensure fair compensation while avoiding new taxes, improving the appeal of public sector jobs, and enhancing economic stability. Turning our attention to the disaster recovery progress, with over $23 billion in federal funding committed to disaster recovery, the Office of Disaster Recovery has made strides in rebuilding after storms from 8 years ago. Already, $4 billion has been spent and nearly $1 billion in new contracts have been awarded. However, there's urgency. Projects must be completed by 2035 to avoid increased financial burdens on the territory. Concerning land use and property rights, a rezoning proposal in Beeston Hills, St. Croix to allow neighborhood commercial activity is sparking heated debate, with many residents citing conflicts with a recent land use plan. A public hearing is scheduled to weigh community concerns. In the legislature, a new bill proposes limits on how long the government can hold seized land, 25 years for future acquisitions, with the goal of returning unused property or putting it to public use. Right now, the cemetery standards under review and the Department of Public Works is inviting public input on new standards for public cemeteries, highlighting the importance of community participation in preserving cultural heritage amid fiscal and environmental challenges. Under the category of infrastructure and utilities, there is much concern around the WAPA blackouts and grid upgrades. The territory's power authority is struggling to meet demand, prompting rolling blackouts in the St. Thomas-St. John district. St. Croix also faces a 6-hour outage for feeder line repairs. Challenges include aging infrastructure, limited fuel options, and slow progress on energy diversification. Long-term fixes will require major investment and greater transparency. School repairs are finally being funded. A $15 million allocation has been approved to repair and upgrade deteriorating school facilities. This long overdue investment is seen as a vital step towards safer, healthier learning environments and improved outcomes for students and educators. However, the rising housing construction costs is quite disturbing. Legislators are sounding the alarm over soaring construction costs tied to supply chain issues, labor rates, and new building codes. These pressures are slowing public housing modernization projects, raising concerns about affordability and access to safe housing. Looking at the economy and development, it appears that cruise tourism is set to surge as the upcoming cruise season is expected to bring a substantial boost to the territory's economy, with a significant increase in ship arrivals forecasted. Infrastructure upgrades are also in progress to accommodate larger vessels, signaling a strong season for tourism, job growth, and government revenue. Financial assistance through agricultural grants for food security is helping local farmers. In a push for greater food independence, $500,000 in grants has been awarded to 25 local farmers. This funding supports the expansion of local crop production and enhances food security while also supporting the economy and public health. There has been a new public asset divestment. A government-held oil operation has been spun off to operate independently. This move is part of a broader strategy to optimize public assets, improve financial management, and potentially reduce the territory's liabilities. As we review social programs and public health concerns, we see that youth job training is expanding. My brother's workshop, cafe, and bakery has relocated to a larger campus in Estate Dono, expanding programs that offer food service and construction training to at-risk youth. The program boasts a high job placement rate and continues to celebrate its growing network of graduates. There is also a new health campaign that targets diabetes. A new public health initiative is aiming to reduce high rates of type 2 diabetes through education, screenings, and community outreach. The campaign encourages healthier lifestyles and early detection to reduce long-term health impacts on residents. Unfortunately, gun violence in the territory continues, this time in Frederiksted. A man was hospitalized following a non-fatal shooting in Frederiksted, St. Croix. The incident is under active investigation, with police urging the public to come forward with information. This continues a troubling trend of gun-related violence affecting community safety. In the area of environment and natural resources, a no-swim advisory was issued for Megan's Bay. Megan's Bay in St. Thomas has been temporarily closed to swimming due to high bacteria levels, likely from stormwater runoff. Officials are urging caution as environmental health is closely tied to both tourism and public safety. The territory is experiencing a drought and rainfall disparity. While Hurricane Erin brought relief to parts of the territory, St. Croix remains in moderate drought. Officials continue to promote water conservation and climate adaptation strategies to manage inconsistent rainfall and protect water supplies. With the Virgin Islands experiencing a problem that is common to most Caribbean islands, sargassum has blanketed the East End beaches. Massive amounts of sargassum seaweed have washed ashore on St. Croix's East End, producing strong odors and potential health risks. The influx presents challenges for tourism and marine life, reflecting broader ecological shifts. Coastal development debates have resulted from a new proposal to streamline coastal development permits, and it is stirring controversy. Developers advocate for economic growth, while environmentalists warn of irreversible damage to sensitive marine ecosystems. The debate highlights the need for careful, balanced planning. Our beautiful coral reefs are definitely under threat. A new research confirms that rising ocean temperatures are causing widespread coral bleaching around the Virgin Islands. These ecosystems are crucial to tourism, environmental health, and the territory's cultural identity. Their decline could pose serious long-term risks. In sports and culture, the women's soccer champions were crowned. The Lady Rovers of St. Croix have secured their second straight title in the Women's Premier League with a dominant 5-1 victory. Their achievement is a testament to the rising interest in women's sports across the islands, and now the men's soccer playoffs are set. The top 4 teams in the Men's Premier League have been confirmed, with 2 each from St. Croix and St. Thomas advancing to the playoff rounds. The league continues to foster healthy competition and island pride. As a tribute to Javon Uncle Men Sasso, the Virgin Islands is mourning the loss of beloved vocalist and community figure Javon Uncle Men Sasso. A longtime member of the Awesome Jam band, his impact extended far beyond the stage, touching lives through youth mentorship and cultural advocacy. These and other issues are of great concern within the islands. What do you think are some good solutions? Let us know your thoughts by texting your comments to 1-315-898-4149. You can also join our WhatsApp group and get the news, weather, and other insightful information delivered right to your smartphone. To join, text JOIN to 1-315-898-4149. Please include your name in the text message. You will receive a call to verify your request. I'm your reporter, DKS, delivering this report for DGH. Remember, DKS, DGH, together we dream kindly, speak deeply, and give hope, because on DGHradio.com, the news never sleeps. Goodbye for now. Ciao.